Hi guys, before we jump into the video, I just wanted to come on here quickly and say that working from home is not easy with little kids. I am trying and learning every day. Some days are better than others. So I hope this video gives you some tips to help you feel a bit more productive, to let you know that you're not alone, that we're all kind of trying to figure it out, especially if you're not used to working from home. I know a lot of us probably don't have the childcare that we used to have. And so I want to send you guys love and let you know that you just need to be kinder to yourselves because it is a tough time that we're all going through. So please watch the video. Let me know what I left out in terms of tips or what things you use to keep you productive and working more efficiently from home with small kids. So with all of that said, let's get into the video. Find ourselves in, you probably feel like you're just chasing your tail. You're struggling to feel productive, you now have to work from home, perhaps you're trying to balance your partner's demands as well as yours. You have little kids that now need to be entertained or taught some kind of school stuff. It's very overwhelming. In this video, I'm going to give you some work from home tips for moms and parents to help you feel a little more in control of this new normal that we find ourselves in, so that you can feel a little more relaxed and less stressed. If you're new here, my name is Julie and I teach moms how to schedule their time, organize their lives, and change their mindsets to focus on what matters the most for them and their family. So if you haven't already, go ahead and click that subscribe button. Make sure to tap the notification bell, give this video a thumbs up, and let's dive right in. Tip number one, and I will probably say this until I'm blue in the face, but you need a schedule. I've done a few videos about scheduling and how this has really helped us, so I will link those up above somewhere and down below in the description box. You need a schedule because it helps everybody know where they are supposed to be, doing what at what time. Now, a schedule doesn't have to be super strict and super binding. I really like the block schedule system that Jordan Page talks about, so I will link her channel down below. But basically that means that you have chunks of time versus just an hour to get meaningful tasks done. So you might want to do 3 hours in the morning, you work and focus and get as much work as you can done, and your husband looks after the kids, or vice versa, and then you switch. This way you can really feel like you've accomplished something, you can tackle into all your to-do lists, and he knows or she knows that you are expected to work during this time and they are doing childcare, and vice versa. Get into more detail on our specific schedule as a family, so if you need to, you can go look back on that video and give yourself some examples of how you could integrate it into your lives. I will have a downloadable, printable schedule for you in the info box below. If you're anything like me, you have this form of procrastination that hides behind things being really nice and tidy. So I always want to sit down and work once everything is tidy. So beyond just making my bed, which I think is a non-negotiable, I think everyone should make their beds in the morning, especially if you're working from your bedroom like I am now. You know, I want to clean the bathrooms and I want to clean the kitchen, and I know it's kind of weird that I like cleaning like this. Let me know if you're the same, if it's just me that likes to clean things, but I love having a clean house. I speak about it a lot in my videos. So, you know, what I found is helpful, because I'm so tempted being at home to put in another load of laundry and to sweep or whatever it is, that I set myself a timer, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, speed clean, and whatever I can get done in that time is what I do, because otherwise I would spend all day cleaning and no time actually working. And with little kids running around, there's limited pockets of time that you can work, whether they're napping, or maybe they're watching a show, or maybe they're in bed, or your husband or your partner took them somewhere. Limited opportunities now, but let's say that they're out of your apartment or you've gone somewhere. Time is precious. So as much as I love having a clean toilet, I'm just gonna say it, I do, you know, I have to prioritize, and work takes priority in that case. Now, if you're into productivity and organization, you may have come across a technique called Pomodoro. The principle is that as human beings, we can really only focus properly for 25 minutes at a time. So it's very important that you leverage this principle. You can set yourself 3 hours of work, that's wonderful, and that's a true luxury if you're working from home with little kids. But break it up into really intense periods of about 25 minutes to half an hour. Then give yourself a 10-minute break. Maybe that's when you go do a quick speed clean, you quickly make some lunch, you put some laundry in, something like that, and then go back to really focusing on your work. You don't want to be splitting up multiple tasks because we can't really multitask as humans. And if you want to be able to effectively work from home, you need to leverage this principle so that you can get really good work done in those 25 minutes. Something else to remember is that we will fill up however much time we are given. So if you have task A and you have been given or you have allocated 2 hours to complete task A, you will probably take 2 hours to complete it. But if you've been given the same task A and you've only given yourself 1 hour or 45 minutes to complete it, chances are if you really had to, you would be able to complete it during that time. So really be honest with yourself. How much time can you allocate per task? If you're really focused and concentrating, refer to the Pomodoro tip, and then really use that time to be very efficient. You'll probably find that something that would take you 5 hours in an office full of people where you're very distracted might only take you 90 minutes when you're at home and quiet and undisturbed. I know, not easy with children, trust me, I understand, but it might take you half the amount of time if you're really focused and avoid distraction. So for many of you, working from home might be a kind of a new concept. I know it was for me, and I've had to adjust to meeting my family's needs, my own needs, my work productivity needs, so that I can actually get stuff done. What I found with little kids specifically, so this is for those of you with little children, perhaps younger than 5 years old, who struggle to entertain themselves or need more guidance, I find that if I pay really quality time attention to each child, but I find that if I spend one-on-one time, quality time, it doesn't even need to be very long, 30 minutes with my child, they are going to respond so much more effectively to listening to what I need, because in a way it's like their attention bucket has been fulfilled. A lot of the time why little children behave badly, or even big children, or even adults, they don't feel like anyone is paying them any attention, and that is why they misbehave. If you can spend 30 minutes, 45 minutes, maybe you go for a little walk, if you're still allowed to, with your child, or you do some kind of workbook, or you read a story, or you play a game of their choice. Perhaps you do that at the beginning of the day, maybe in the middle of the day, and at the end of the day, you will find that your child will respond better because they feel like they have been seen and valued by you. Instead of you trying to work and parent and you're kind of half paying attention to your child, I think that really helps to get them on board with the fact that now you're trying to work, and even though you're in the house or in their same space, you can't really be paying them a lot of attention in that moment. Back to scheduling, because I feel like this is the root of everything. Scheduling, planning, looking ahead, all roped into one. You can look at your day or your week, plan the more intense tasks, academic tasks, more cognitive tasks in the morning when you wake up and your brain is the freshest. Spend that 30 minutes really diving into a problem that you haven't been able to solve, or getting some work done that requires your concentration, because as the day wears on, you're going to get more and more tired and less motivated to do it, and then it just bugs you because you have to get this thing done and you haven't been able to do it. So prioritize the tasks in the morning that are really challenging for you, or more challenging than the others, so that you can get those done. The same goes for kids. If you are trying to homeschool your kids, this tip is for you. Try and get them to do their more challenging problems or more challenging work or more academic work in the morning when they wake up and are freshest after they've had some breakfast or whatever, so that they can get that stuff that maybe they would be less likely to want to do in the afternoon, and then save the fun craft things or the physical activity or the musical stuff, save that for the afternoon or the early evening when everyone's a little less motivated to sit and concentrate. So those are my tips to help you get into working from home, feel a little less overwhelmed, and take more control of your schedule and your life. Comment down below what you feel has been working for you now that you're working from home more, or any other tips if you're very experienced as working from home. I would love to know. I'm sure everybody else will benefit from them as well. Don't forget to download the free printable schedule that I created so that you can start setting up your schedule for the week and for the weekend, and start to share those tasks with your partner so that everybody knows what they're supposed to be doing when. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video if you found value in it, and I will see you in my next video. Bye! Or maybe it's I'm too low. Do you want, can you kneel on the chair? Do you know what kneel is?
No.